बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाए जीरा से MTH का जलजीरा जीरा से
जीरा से असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
MTH
Tonight, the story not being told on other channels, how Pakistan is getting hammered from all sides. And at 9 o'clock tonight, Trump begins to face massive internal criticism. We question if America is trying, possibly more Trump, whether Trump is trying to make this look like a religious crusade. And ladies and gentlemen, the big story is what is happening to Pakistan. The biggest loser, Pakistan, in a lot of trouble tonight. We have gone to our reporters, stringers, to those giving us information on the ground. And ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you that there is a hammering Pakistan is getting from Afghanistan. I want to begin by showing you 5 visuals tonight. Full frame. Visual 1, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we can see that it is night as the strike is carried out. In seconds, we see the explosions pop up and light the dark sky over Pakistan. A man can be heard in the background muttering quietly, Allahu Akbar, multiple times. Listen to this.
Allahu Akbar.
Okay, that's an attack by the Afghans on Pakistan. In the second visual, you can see a Pakistani post being blown into smithereens. See the scale of the debris from the sheer intensity of the explosion.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Visual number 3, we see protesters in the heart of Kabul, ladies and gentlemen, against Pakistan. Strong support for the Taliban military action against Pakistan. Visual number 4, local protesters chanting against the Pakistan government. Asif Munir, Murdabad, they are saying Shehbaz Hussain, Murdabad. This, ladies and gentlemen, is happening in Skardu, in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, where over a dozen people have been killed by Asif Munir's security forces.
हम अपने इन जज्बात के साथ अपने शोहदा का इस्तेमाल करते हैं। हम वो कौम हैं, शरीफ मुर्दाबाद, बगैर डर और खौफ के मुर्दाबाद मुर्दाबाद।
And finally, ladies and gentlemen, visual number 3, the video from POK where people have risen against the Pakistani army and have set key assets ablaze. These, ladies and gentlemen, are exclusive visuals. Now let me show you a map. In this map, you see India, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. The highlighted area shows a region facing multiple tensions, choking Pakistan's borders. Pakistan and Afghanistan are confronted over the Durand Line, 2,600-kilometer border, contested, originally drawn in 1893. And ladies and gentlemen, at right of the top of Pakistan's map, you see Skardu, where the protests I just showed you the visuals from are happening. It's game over for Pakistan. 6 reasons why. 1, the Durand Line is hot. The first reason why it's game over for Pakistan. The Durand Line is hot. 2,600-kilometer Durand Line. 66,000 civilians displaced. Neither side is blinking. And Afghanistan has 40 years of experience destroying superpowers. Things are looking bad for Asif Munir. Reason number 2, Iran is breathing down Pakistan's neck. IRGC Commander Sartaj Hussain Nijad has warned Pakistan that if Pakistan is going to work anymore with America, then they will pay a price. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why Asif Munir is saying nothing these days. More importantly, Pakistan cannot afford the Iran war. They cannot fight wars they cannot pay for. Pakistan is on its 24th or 25th bailout from the IMF since 1958. I'm on reason 3. 66 years of financial dependency. External debt of 150 billion. They have to pay 25 billion. They don't have the money. Defense spending is up. The country can't afford groceries. It can't fight a war. Reason number 4, the TTP is eating Pakistan alive. Pakistan created the monster TTP. Now the monster is eating it alive. Terror attacks inside Pakistan have surged 40%. Ladies and gentlemen, reason number 5, Baluchistan. It's burning and there is no fire brigade. The BLA has run a week-long terror campaign across Baluchistan. A suicide bomber walked into a Shia mosque in Islamabad, killed 36 people. Asif Munir is unable to do anything because he's run short of soldiers to deploy. And lastly, all the shoulders Pakistan used to cry on are busy elsewhere. They have 3 friends they used to call in a crisis. America doesn't care. China is not picking up the calls. Turkey is too busy defending itself. Ladies and gentlemen, Turkey is watching its own economy go up in flames. There's nobody to help Pakistan. So the last point tonight is that is this a great opportunity for us here in India? Well, we are right. And the world is always on the side of people who are right. Pakistan is wrong. We have to do nothing. Mark my words. We don't have to balkanize Pakistan. Pakistan is going to balkanize itself from within. It's a matter of time. Please spread this video, especially to the Pakistanis. They must know what's happening to them.
Afghan people, we are not the people of defeat, and we are not the people of weak people, and they all against attackers.
In the last few days, Afghanistan has pummeled Pakistan, as seen in this video as a Pakistani post is blown up at the Durand line. Taliban has sent drones to strike the Noor Khan base. The mood in Kabul is clear. Teach them a lesson.
He said that we want peace with every country, but he said, included Pakistan, if any country want to decide and occupy Afghanistan soil, and now they said that they will be a target, but they will be with the other people. I am coming out because in the stadium there is no places, and I camp in the road in this place also. The thousands of Afghan people that they come out and they said about Pakistan, and they said when Pakistan in any country want to occupy Afghanistan, and they will be against it. You are seeing live videos from the Kabul city. I come out from this side, and there is the thousands of the people Afghans that they have included by many. One thing, sir, I'm reporting live for Republic, and
Republic is in Kabul, where people's anger against Pakistan is spilling onto the streets.
I'm in the Kabul city now and reporting for Republic. You know that thousands of people are gathering today, and this security proposal. All the people from the different sides of Kabul, they come together and they stayed against the Pakistan. And they, that time, that last night, and during lines, the Afghan Taliban army has killed dozens of Pakistani armies, and they decided many checkposts of Pakistani army and Khost, Paktia, and Nangarhar.
Afghanistan has hit multiple border posts along the Durand line, a 2,600-kilometer long border that separates Pakistan and Afghanistan. It has even struck deep inside Pakistan. It's unprecedented. Pakistan is being hammered in what is now a 3-front war. The Pakistan Taliban is in control of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. At home, the Tehreek-e-Taliban carried out coordinated strikes against Pakistani forces. 18 attacks across 10 provinces, jolting Pakistan to its core.
Asif Munir Murdabad!
In Pakistan-occupied Kashmir's Skardu, Pakistan is unable to maintain law and order, opening fire at its own. 38 Shias killed point blank. As these visuals show, and Pakistan army is facing a backlash for losing control. Hammered from all sides, Pakistan is clearly the biggest loser in the war.
Talk back right now in the studio that can be fixed live. I have with me on the show this evening General G.D. Bakshi, Colonel Shailendra Singh, and a great voice from Afghanistan, Nisar Ahmad Sherzai. And I want to tell to the people of Pakistan, Afghanistan through you, Nisar Ahmad Sherzai, the people of India are with the people of Afghanistan. It is a very difficult time. You are fighting the Pakistanis very strongly. Your army is moving. We have visuals. We were in Kabul. And I think we are with you in your battle for justice. Raja Faisal is with us tonight from Islamabad. Adnan Haidar and Uzma Kardar are also there. And I want to show you some visuals. And the visuals I am showing are from Skardu. In Skardu, you know what happened, Colonel Shailendra? The Shias were protesting against the assassination of Khamenei. And Asif Munir ordered the shooting on the Shia protesters. Raja, 17 people died. 17 people died.
There is
17
no clear
people
so far,
died.
And it's not 17. It's not 17, number one. And number two, Arnab, you, very first thing I
17
want
people
to highlight
were
here,
killed.
The map you were using,
Asif
the map
Munir.
you were using, you're showing Skardu right next to Afghanistan. I don't know who gives you these kind of maps. You have very oddly created maps.
Look at the visuals of the people, Raja. Forget maps for a minute. Look at the visuals of the people who have been killed in Skardu, and these visuals today. Ladies and gentlemen,
The visuals, they are not from today. They have been obviously circulating since more than 2 years now, 2 days now.
Visuals,
because
please,
as soon
you
as
decide
we
2
had
years or 2 days.
we had the shahadat of Ali Khamenei. Right after that, of course, we saw that these protesters, they were on the roads, and respect for them. We have respect for them, but as long as these protests are peaceful protests. And that's what Pakistan has been obviously asking them. And there is an office which belongs to United Nations, and that office got toshed.
General Bakshi, can you
And
hear
yes,
me?
there are,
Raja, General Bakshi, can you hear me?
Arnab, I can.
General Bakshi, we have seen a terrible incident in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, where a total of 38 people have been killed. Asif Munir, who has not been seen in public for the last 1 week, has carried out the worst massacre of Shia Muslims. 38 people have been killed, 17 in one instance. This is brutality at another level on the Shia community in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, General Bakshi. And it's not being done at a time when they're already in trouble.
Arnab, may I remind you how Parvez Musharraf, when he was the brigadier commanding in Skardu, he had brought in Sunni tribesmen from the frontier to carry out a massacre of the Shias, and at that time over 600 Shias had been murdered in cold blood in the rioting engineered by the Pakistan army, no less a persona than Parvez Musharraf, the so-called Commando General.
What's your source of information, sir?
A source of information, you read his own biography. You know, he had crushed that particular thing with an iron hand. With an iron hand, he had brought.
Then I think there's no need to talk about it anymore.
Raja, the link with General Bakshi is not very good. I want to show some pictures. Colonel Shailendra, can I show you on the left and please see this. Adnan Haider ji zara gaur se suniye. लोग कैसे पाकिस्तान ऑक्यूपाइड कश्मीर में शहबाज शरीफ मुर्दाबाद, आसिफ मुनीर मुर्दाबाद कह रहे हैं. You listen to this. I want to play the audio. Full frame, no grommets, raw footage, audio up.
And full feeder as well.
डर हो खौफ के मुर्दाबाद मुर्दाबाद आसिम मुनीर मुर्दाबाद 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 किसका डर और किसका खौफ है मुर्दाबाद मुर्दाबाद
आपको अदनान हैदर शायद आवाज क्लियरली आ चुकी है. आसिफ मुनीर मुर्दाबाद. किसका डर और किसका खौफ है? मुर्दाबाद मुर्दाबाद. और वहां पे जितने लोग हैं वो कह रहे हैं आसिफ मुनीर मुर्दाबाद, आसिफ मुनीर मुर्दाबाद. क्योंकि एट द एंड ऑफ द डे जो शिया लोगों का नरसंहार यानी कि मैसेकर हुआ है. चिल्लाइए मत.
अदनान हैदर जवाब देगा.
अदनान फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल काम डाउन कीजिए.
The game is totally over for you people. This doomsday scenario that you are showing on your public TV, it's nothing but a pack of lies. Nothing but a pack of lies. Nothing but your propaganda. You people suffered a crushing defeat in Markai-Haq, and the Sindoor defeat has, made you go bonkers. You have lost your sanity. You don't know what to do because the whole world saw how Pakistan, crushed you totally. So now you're coming up with all kinds of nonsense and cock and bull stories. Look at your own country first. Look at the situation. There are about 30 to 40 insurgencies right now in your own country.
Very poor.
You put your own house in order instead of, spreading this propaganda about Pakistan. We don't believe a word of what you're saying. Your India, should be ashamed of itself. I read Sonia Gandhi's article. And she clearly says that it is criminal that the Indian government is silent on the massacre that has
especially
happened.
I'll play out once again the protest jo hai Shailendra Singh
by Israel. Uzma didn't utter a word. You didn't utter a word. You should be ashamed of yourself. I don't know what you're talking about.
Uzma, there are 38 people who have been killed. The Shia community is coming together in Pakistan. There is a large Shia community in Pakistan. You are coming on an Indian program and abusing the Shia community. आप शिया कम्युनिटी के लोगों को हमारे प्रोग्राम पे आके अटैक कर रही हैं.
Why didn't you open your doors? Why didn't you welcome the Afghans? How come it was only Pakistan that hosted them, that looked after them, that shared all our resources?
Colonel Shailendra Singh. Thank you. Shailendra Singh and Adnan.
Uzma, we have heard you. Uzma, we have heard you.
Shailendra Singh and
the
Adnan.
other two panelists from Pakistan.
Ji.
Allow me. And I'm only going to repeat the words which you people are speaking. My friend Raja Faisal says, okay, give me the proof. You give me the proof. You give me the proof that this particular video is wrong. You have to give that proof. I don't have to give the proof. Okay, the other gentleman says, or somewhere, that I'm sure you have not heard Murdabad. You would have heard Jindabad. वो आपका दिल बोल रहा होगा. And that is where
यार इसका जवाब मैं दे सकता हूं.
नहीं, you don't have to give a reply. You don't have to give a reply. You have already replied. Uzma has spoken enough. Uzma has spoken enough there on this. And let me correct you. Have little patience, my friend. Nisar bhai, I am not telling anything to you. Please understand. Just take my last word. Just allow me. What is your Khwaja Sahab saying? Why is Khwaja Sahab in a state of shock that India is going to attack? And by the way, Raja never used this word. When you said peaceful procession for the Shahadat, oh well, what has happened in Karachi, where you have done again the firing on the people, is that Shahadat? Is that, peaceful protest?
It was the private services, private
Raja,
security services.
Raja, I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming you. I'm asking you, you interpret.
And fire was taking place.
You interpret. You tell me. You tell me what happened to that consulate. Why the consulate has been advised to take out all their men. Why only essentials to be there. Why everything non-essential moved out. You tell me.
راجپوت کا mention کرتے ہیں. آج میں آپ سے سوال کرنا
میں کچھ mention کر ہی نہیں رہا. میں تو وہ mention کر رہا ہوں جو آپ کے یہاں بولا جا رہا ہے. What your people are. Sir, my submission. راجا
کو کرنا چاہیے.
راجا کچھ نہیں کرنا چاہیے. راجا I will tell you why. I will tell you why. Because your army is an inhuman army. The army
مہمان کو مروایا. آپ کیسے راجپوت ہیں؟ آپ کیسے راجپوت ہیں کہ اپنے ایک مہمان کو مروایا آپ نے؟
کس مہمان کو مروایا؟
US سے مروایا.
او بھائی صاحب,
کوئی بات بھی نہیں کر رہا آپ کی طرف سے.
مشرف میرے مہمان تھے. مشرف میرے مہمان تھے. ہم نے تو نہیں مارا. آپ نے اپنے دیش سے نکالا.
آپ راجپوت ہیں.
ارے راجپوت, you tell me which مہمان are you referring? My dear, I want to know from you, Raja, which is that مہمان? Which is that مہمان?
تینا, IRS, تینا.
Oh, then you are clueless. You are clueless. Please start reading. Start reading the newspaper. Start hearing the news of the world. You start reading the world news. That ship was never attacked in Indian maritime territory. Never. It was in international water. It was international water of the Sri Lanka. Please go by record. You want, I'll give you a satellite photograph. I will give you a satellite photograph. I'll give you not 6, I'll give you 12 figure grid reference where it was. بھائی صاحب, راجا دیکھو راجا, جھوٹ بولنے سے کام نہیں ہوگا.
سبمرین انڈین اوشن میں موجود تھی. جیسے ہی آپ کا مہمان وہاں سے نکلا, اس نے اس کو مار دیا. آپ نے
یہ میرے یہاں سے 24 تاریخ کو نکلا.
آپ نے اگنور کی.
You are clueless.
جا کے ان کو پکڑا.
I'm telling you, you are clueless on this. You are only speaking to blame. This ship had left long back. The exercise was over on 24th of February. Where are you? That exercise got over on 24th.
India خواب دیکھتا ہے.
Now how do I explain to you? You are fixed on that one agenda. You are only on the lies. I am telling you, you prove it. I am proving it. I am giving you dates. Raja, I am giving you the dates. Where are you? Where are you, Raja? Please. Please, internet نہیں ہے, کوئی بات نہیں. World news سنو. Follow کرو. You will come to know. You will come to know what happened to that ship. I am absolutely of the opinion the ship should have not been attacked.
Say something now, Raja. Let's listen to me for 2 minutes, okay? پہلی بات یہ ہے, everyone on, جو بھی آپ کے کنٹری کے ساتھ ہو رہا ہے, اس کے لیے کوئی اور ذمہ دار نہیں ہے. فرسٹ امپورٹنٹ, آپ ریلیکس کریں. اوکے, آئی ول ٹیل یو کیا ہو رہا ہے. عدنان ڈونٹ گیٹ اینگری. آپ کو میں نہیں عظما, I would like to repeat. عدنان جی, عظما جی ذرا شانت ہو جائیے. عدنان جی اور عظما جی ذرا میری بات سنیے. میں نہیں, نثار احمد شیرزائی جی ہیں, ڈیموکریٹک افغانستان وائس ہے. یہ آپ کو بتائیں گے کہ افغان طالبان آپ کے ساتھ کیا کر رہا ہے. یہ میں کہوں گا تو آپ میری بات نہیں مانیں گے.
افغان کا نمائندہ ہی نہیں ہے, اس کے پیچھے افغانستان کا جھنڈا ہی نہیں ہے. تو کہو کہ یہ جھنڈا کس کا ہے.
آپ ذرا اپنے شبدوں پہ سیم رکھیے, اپنے لینگویج کو کنٹرول کیجئے. ہمارے افغان جتنے گیسٹ ہیں, ان کو اٹیک کرنے کا کوئی ذمہ داری نہیں, کوئی رائٹ نہیں ہے آپ کی. Let him defend himself.
پاکستانی اپنی منہ سنبھال میں رکھو. یہ تمہارا باپ کا جھنڈا ہے. یہ وہی جھنڈا ہے کہ تم کو انسانیت سکھائے. ये वही झंडे है कि तुमको इस्लाम सिखाए, तुमको इंसानियत सिखाए, ये वही झंडे है इस देश को बर्बाद किया। इसी झंडे के खैरात से तुम्हारा देश बन गया। अपनी मुंह समान में बात करो पाकिस्तानी, बदतमीज पाकिस्तानी।
करो, तालिबान के नुमाइंदे हो, बताओ किस तालिबान के नुमाइंदे हो?
देखो पाकिस्तानियों के
ये नहीं,
मैं अफगानिस्तान लोग का नुमाइंदा हूँ, अफगानिस्तान लोग का। वही लोग जो तुम्हारा बाप और परदादा को मुसलमान क्या इंसानियत सिखा है, वही देश का नुमाइंदा हो कि तुम इंसानियत सब कुछ सीख लिया, वरना तुम आपके पास क्या था? आप इंसानियत नहीं था।
पीछे झंडा टांग के लाल वाला, तुम तालिबान के नुमाइंदे हो।
ये तालिबान के आपके पास था। देखो पाकिस्तानी, मैं तुम्हारा तरह बदतमीज नहीं हूँ। पाकिस्तानी मैं तुम्हारा पाकिस्तानी मैं तुम्हारा तरह बदतमीज नहीं हूँ। देखो जो पाकिस्तान पड़ा, थोड़ा इंसानियत सीखो, थोड़ा इंसानियत सीखो। तो इसका माइक डाउन करें, इसका माइक डाउन,
मुझे समझ में नहीं,
इसका माइक डाउन करें।
दो नंबरियों को इंडियन चैनल्स में नंगा करने आऊंगा।
माइक डाउन करें,
ऐसे दो नंबरियों को नंगा करूंगा। तुम्हारा अफगानिस्तान से, अफगान कौम से कोई लेना देना नहीं है।
अभी उसी टूरिज्म पाकिस्तान के गले में पड़ गया। और दूसरा, इधर जो पाकिस्तानी गैस बेचता है, ये सब जब सुनता है कि आसिम मुनीर मुर्दाबाद, आसिम मुनीर मुर्दाबाद, मैं सोचता हूँ कि इनके दिल में क्या गुजरता है, जैसे कि ये सब आसिम मुनीर और आयशा के कहने पर आया। आसिम मुनीर पहले पाकिस्तान के लिए, आसिम मुनीर पहले पाकिस्तान के लिए मर चुका है। आसिम मुनीर पहले पाकिस्तान के लिए मुर्दाबाद है। आसिम मुनीर अकेला खुफिया एजेंसियों के लिए, खुफिया एजेंसियों के लिए जिंदा है आसिम मुनीर। देखो अभी ये आसिम मुनीर तुम्हारा परिवार को भी मार डालता है, तुम्हारा परिवार को मार डाला है, तुम्हारा देश को बर्बाद कर रहा है, पाकिस्तान को बर्बाद करता है। पाकिस्तान के नाम पे बिजनेस करना, पाकिस्तान के आसिम मुनीर,
तुम हो कौन? Who are you? Who are you?
आसिम मुनीर
Who the hell are you? Who are you?
मैं डरता हूँ कि अच्छा है कि दूर है। मैं डरता हूँ कि अगर ये हमारे स्टूडियो में होता था तो ये खुद कुछ धमाका करता था। ये टूरिस्ट है, ये टूरिस्ट, एक टूरिस्ट,
किसी को उठा के
ये टूरिस्ट है,
यू आर नॉट रिप्रेजेंटेटिव।
एक टूरिस्ट आया इधर बात कर रहे हैं।
शैलेंद्र, अदनान, मैं फिर से कहूंगा, राजा शैलेंद्र Uzma and Amrat Ahmed Sheikh ji, I will say once again that whatever Amrat is happening to Pakistan, we feel sorry, but we can't do anything about it.
Field Marshal knocked the head out of
Uzma, 7 days of non-stop shelling and airstrikes across the Durand line, 68,000 civilians in eastern and southern Afghanistan. Now your entire so-called military ability has no right. The Afghan army does not fight conventionally. You can have all the F-16s, but Afghanistan has many years of experience in destroying superpowers. Now, Iran is also breathing down your neck, Amrat. We have to be realistic. You have been, you've been given a clear warning by Iran, and you have violated the terms of your mutual strategic assistance treaty that you had with the Saudis.
Where is
the Saudis are calling you, Amrat, and saying that you promised to defend us, but you are not responding to their calls, which means you have violated that. So Pakistan is fighting Baluchis, TTP, Afghans. You have violated your terms of agreement with the Saudis, and you've got a warning from Iran. Okay? Now, in the given situation, what I'm saying is, Amrat, whatever you are going through, and you are bankrupt, sorry, you are also bankrupt because your external debt is now 150 billion, right? You have 25 billion on external debt. You're a small economy. Your foreign reserves have collapsed to 2 billion, which means your foreign reserves are 1.6% of your external debt. There's no point shouting,
you,
Uzma. Amrat, this is your reality.
Yes, sir, I'm listening.
Yeah, how do you handle this situation?
Sir, first of all, there are a lot of things that I would like to highlight over here, and
Yes.
I think that they actually need to be put out there as well, which I believe that they have
Not
not
the
as of
graphics,
yet.
visuals.
Firstly, I'll tell you step by step. So the first thing that is the most important one over here is that the external debt that you're talking about and the financial situation that you're talking about that Pakistan is in, well, I beg to differ on this because I believe that this is not entirely the situation, because if this was the situation, then I don't think so that we would have been able to, in the Operation Sindhur, the way that we have taken
What
down
is your
all the
external
debts, and
debt? May I
even-
ask you? One minute.
Even Donald Trump-
Don't go by
even Donald Trump-
presumptions.
even Donald Trump-
Don't go by
Please
presumptions.
Please let me finish.
No,
Sir, please let me
Amrat,
finish.
what is
Please let me
Amrat?
finish.
What is your
Sir, I
external
listened
debt?
to you.
No, Amrat,
Sir,
these are counterfactual.
sir,
What is your
I
external
listened-
debt
sir, I
according to you?
listened- Sir, I listened to
No, but
everything
what
that
is
you
your
said,
external
and I
debt?
will
Are you
answer
even
to all
aware?
of these at least let me
I am
answer.
aware of your
Let me
external
answer.
debt. Can you, as a Pakistani, tell me what your external debt is?
Let me at least answer. I think that Donald Trump has in various statements has actually recognized that what Pakistan's situation is currently in. And I think that is the problem of India right
is
now.
the external
They
debt.
do not know that how to handle this thing. They do not know how to handle this
Amrit,
thing.
you must
that
speak,
America has no sides.
Trump is your
America has
external
no
debt.
sides with India. America has no allegiance
No,
with
no, the
India
question
anymore.
was
and therefore
different.
we do not know that
The
what to
question
do.
is, how much
And
is
with
your
all due
external
respect-
debt?
and with all due
Is
respect,
Trump
the
your external
Afghanistan
debt?
situation, the Afghanistan situation that you are consistently talking about,
Yes.
sir, is the Afghanistan situation that you're talking about,
Yes.
sir, you guys should know about this thing that we Pakistanis have actually, Ms. Uzma Kardar was actually highlighting this point that how we have actually let a lot of Afghanis that due to the war that has been incepted by the Indians over there to create a situation such that
Why-
they actually retaliate
what-
has been, and Pakistan has been a safe place for them where they have been running to. With
Amrit,
all due respect,
Amrit,
India has
Amrit,
not provided that safe haven
Amrit,
to them.
Amrit.
And now over here you're inviting.
Thank you. Now,
you're
may I
inviting
respond to you now, Amrit?
Afghani
May I
journalists
respond to you,
who
Amrit?
actually uses the
Amrit,
term-
may I respond to you?
who actually uses the term that
May I
Kaliwar,
respond to you?
Which is actually a
Yeah,
Hindi
Amrit,
term,
may
and
I
actually
please
it was
respond to you?
used
May I please
of
respond to you?
Afghanistan.
Amrit, we are
Honestly speaking, it's not.
Amrit, can I just respond to you? First, let me tell you this.
Yes, sir, please.
We have nothing to do with whatever Afghanistan is doing to you. We have nothing to do with what is happening in Skardu, in Gilgit, Baluchistan. This is your internal problem. And what you will have to handle it. Yes, what is the problem, Uzma?
RAW is funding,
No, RAW is
all
not
the
funding
TTP, groups. They are training all the TTP.
No.
They've got training camps there.
No,
They're
RAW is not
providing
funding
them
it.
with weapons. They're providing them with funds.
No, RAW is
And
not
your,
funding anyone.
Sir,
the foreign
sir,
minister
I want
of
to just add one statement.
No,
Afghanistan,
one minute.
goes
Don't make
with
baseless
Moody,
claims.
and he's constantly
Don't make baseless
conspiring
allegations,
against Pakistan.
please.
You
RAW
have
has to
become
fight
a
many
proxy
other
for
bigger
Israel.
issues, not
This nexus
Pakistan.
between Israel, Afghanistan, and India.
Uzma, one of you at a
The
time,
whole
please.
world can see what is happening here. So don't. Whom are you trying to bluff? Okay, you people are making this whole region unstable.
No, we
You
have no
people
bone
are
to pick in this
threatening
fight.
The peace of this region.
No, Raja,
Yes,
while she's ranting, let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing. Shailendra, in a moment I want to give you. Raja on the right. Raja, you are sitting in Islamabad. In Skardu, the mob was so angry that the brigade commander of the Skardu brigade and his family had to be evacuated from the premises, right? The visuals are with us. Massive bellows of smoke are rising up. And notably your Field Marshal Syed Asif Munir Ahmad Shah, right? And had earlier served as the brigade commander of Skardu. General Bakshi, are with me? Asif Munir was earlier brigade commander of Skardu brigade. He stayed in the same house which has now been burned down. My question is, General Bakshi.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, it is the truth.
Not at all. It was, no. It was the premises of United Nations office, and that's a regional office, a very small office where staff, all of the staff, they don't belong to like some other country. They are Pakistanis, they're locals. They are working there. I think a couple of people who are working there, they are from Islamabad.
Yeah,
and
but
that's what has happened.
Thank you, Raja, for those rampant tidbits.
Bakshi.
Let's get on with the substantive issue, please.
Yeah, please, Jalal Bakshi.
The substantive issue is that you have a tradition of carrying out the genocide of Shias in Gilgit-Skardu. I mean, it is a traditional pastime of the Pakistan Army. It started with General Parvez Musharraf, your so-called commando general. When he was commanding, there were riots, Shia riots in Skardu against the Pakistani Army. And to suppress these riots, he called in the Afghan tribesmen, the tribesmen from the northwest frontier province, Sunni tribesmen, let them loose on the hapless Shia population, women, children. They were murdered, they were raped. It was an orchestrated genocide of the type of Operation Searchlight. You remember that name, Searchlight? Does it ring a bell? Does it light a light inside your memory, jog your memory?
Put the graphics.
Searchlight. That's what you did in Bangladesh.
You have never served in the intelligence
That's what you did in Bangladesh, sir. Mass murder,
you are coming up with an excellent strategy towards Pakistan. That strategy is that you are applying divide and rule on Pakistan. You are applying divide and rule within the social domains of Pakistan. Earlier, of course, you have been using the domains of Sunni Shia. Then it was
carrying out the torch,
and then we saw that Baloch against Punjabis and then Muslims against Punjabis.
The man
This is the pure textbook raw application which gets applied on Pakistan. And right now you have come up
pogrom, if you understand that word,
as such that there is
a pogrom against the Shias of Gilgit-Baltistan.
Raja, it has been Jalal Bakshi, may I come in? Raja, once again Nisar Ahmad Shirzai is with us. निसार ये जो विजुअल्स हम देख रहे हैं, निसार साहब ये जो विजुअल्स हम देख रहे हैं, जो काबुल में हमारे रिपोर्टर थे जो लाइव हमारे लिए कवरेज कर रहे थे, और जो तस्वीरें हम देख रहे हैं वहाँ पे, आप इसको ज़रा फुल फ्रेम दिखाई जाए। आप मुझे बताएं आज माहौल क्या है काबुल में? मैं सुन रहा हूँ कि बहुत सारे ट्रूप्स को गैदर किया गया है, इनको बिल्कुल स्पेशल इक्विपमेंट है, इनके पास लेटेस्ट वेपन्स है और फैंटास्टिक फायरिंग कवरेज है, और इनको भेजा जा रहा है काबुल में सीधा पाकिस्तान पर हमला करने के लिए। तो आप मुझे बताइए ये जो लार्ज नंबर ऑफ अफगान फोर्सेस हैं ये किस तरफ जा रहे हैं और इनका प्लान क्या है अभी? निसार साहब आपके पास क्या खबर है? या आप मुझे नहीं हमारे पाकिस्तान दोस्तों को बताइए।
जी मैं सब पाकिस्तानियों को बोलता हूँ कि अभी सब रिदी रहे हैं। अभी तालिबान आ रहा है आपकी तरफ, और दूसरी तरफ तालिबान फिदाई अगर आया, तालिबान आपको जीना आराम करेगा। अभी सब अफगानिस्तान लोग पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ है। सब
हिस्ट्री टेस्ट है। आपसे एक छोटा सा सवाल था, दश्ते लेली क्या था और वहां पे क्या हुआ था, किसने किसको मारा था, ये सवाल है।
दश्त लैली पाकिस्तानियों का मरकादा, इतना पाकिस्तानी जनरल दोस्तम दश्त लैली में इतना पाकिस्तानियों को मार डाला। अभी दश्त लैली इस्लामाबाद में और हो जाएगी। दश्त लैली अभी पेशावर में हो जाएगी, कराची में और लाहौर में हो जाएगी।
आप
दूसरी बात ये पाकिस्तानी जो बोला, एक मिनट
निसार भाई
ये देखो पाकिस्तानी देखो जो आपने बोला कि ये किसका झंडा है, ये आप लोगों का झंडा है मेरे पैरों के नीचे, ये हीरा मंदई का झंडा मेरे पैरों के नीचे। देखो पाकिस्तानी, देख लिया
5 मिलियन अफगान इधर
आके पाकिस्तानी
40 साल इसी झंडे को
पाकिस्तानी बराबर है हीरा मंदई के। वो जो इधर बैठा हमारा झंडा का बेइज्जत किया, ये हीरा मंदई का असल है, हीरा मंदई से है। ये हीरा मंदई का झंडा मेरे पैरों के नीचे, देखो हीरा मंदई का झंडा।
दश्ते लेली करने वाला सारा कुछ अच्छा लगा। दश्ते लेली करने वाले ये हमें सारा कुछ।
अभी दूसरा दश्त लैली इस्लामाबाद में हो जाएगी, दूसरा दश्त लैली इस्लामाबाद में होगी, दूसरा दश्त लैली कराची लाहौर में हो जाएगी, दूसरा दश्त लैली रावलपिंडी आर्मी क्वार्टर में हो जाएगी, याद रखो, याद रखो।
अच्छा
देखो अभी आसिम मुनीर, एक तो आसिम मुनीर पाकिस्तान के अंदर पश्तूनों के साथ दुश्मनी था, सिंधी के साथ दुश्मनी था, बलूचों के साथ दुश्मनी था, अभी शियल्लों के साथ दुश्मनी किया, पाकिस्तान को आसिम मुनीर बर्बाद किया। पाकिस्तानी आप इस 50 साल
मैं आज पता क्यों नहीं बोल रहा निसार भाई, मैं
अभी 50 साल बाद
बोल रहा
ये जुल्म खात्मा हुआ और अभी आपके गले पड़ गया और पाकिस्तान अभी खत्म।
मुझे पता है कि बिहाइंड द कर्टन्स किसकी किसके साथ बात चल रही है, फिर आप भी अगले हफ्ते शायद प्रोग्राम में नहीं आएंगे,
क्या बात,
क्योंकि ये सारी गेम खत्म हो जाएगी।
क्या बात चल रही है? एक मिनट, क्या बात चल रही है? Is he accusing us of being involved with the Afghan attack on Pakistan? He's accusing us. You show us the proof that we are involved. It is the people of Afghanistan who are leading the charge against you.
निसार भाई को
We have nothing to do.
आने की जरूरत ही नहीं।
We are only giving moral support to the people of Afghanistan.
पाकिस्तानी
हम सिर्फ moral support दे रहे हैं।
निसार भाई को अगले हफ्ते की
अभी पाकिस्तान खत्म हो गया, पाकिस्तान खत्म है।
अरे नहीं निसार भाई, आप हमेशा खुश रहे, ईद भी आपकी अच्छी गुजरेगी। होगा ये कि अगले हफ्ते आपको प्रोग्राम में आने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी। बिहाइंड द कर्टन्स कुछ लोग आपस में बात कर रहे हैं, सारे मामला ठीक होने जा रहे हैं और आपकी फिर जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी उनको। आज सलाम दुआ कर लें जितना करना आपने।
अबे देखो अगर
जनरल बख्शी Raja Faisal is saying that he has bought some people in Afghanistan who he will give money to stop the attacks on Pakistan. That is the basic point he made, General Bakshi. This is the reflection of the Pakistani mentality.
Arnab, you know, it is pathetic. Afghanistan is a country with no air force. Asif Munir thought he would impress the hell out of Donald Trump. I mean, he's taken to bootlicking Trump like, I mean, even in the British time, colonial period, we never saw this level of bootlicking. He wanted the Bagram Air Base. You know, he mentioned somewhere to him, I want the Bagram Air Base in Afghanistan. And he said, Mere Aaka ye lo. I mean, I will supply it to you. I will bomb the daylights out of the Afghans, the Pashtuns. Look, the Russians tried to bomb the daylights out of the Pashtuns. They failed. The Americans tried to do that for 20 years. They had to flee from Kabul. And believe you me, we haven't seen a full flight, a shameless flight like that of any army from any of its battleground. Right? And now, no, Raja, just let me tell you some facts. Right? Now Pakistan has been dancing to the tunes of Donald Trump. He has provided the airspace, air bases to attack Iran from this unexpected Western direction, right? Number one. Number two, he has taken the weapon consignments from the CIA at Karachi and had them delivered inside Sistan, Baluchistan. Now the CIA wants him to get the Sunni Baluchis to mount an offensive against Iran. Mount an offensive against Iran from the Pakistan side, even while the CIA and the Mossad are trying to line up the Kurds against the Kurdish province in Iran. You know, and then you pretend to be sympathetic with the Shias, with the Iran, the people of Iran. Then you pretend, you know, running with the air, hunting with the hound philosophy has already cost you dear.
Isn't it beautiful that we are everywhere?
Even more in the day.
I think the point is that I think the point also is there is generally a view. Uzma, can you hear me? Uzma.
No one can use Pakistani soil to attack any Muslim country.
Generally when you are weak,
the people of Iran. We stand with the people of Iran.
Why doesn't Asif Munir say that?
The sentiments, because of the cruelty and the genocide.
No, Uzma, it doesn't matter what you say. Why is Asif Munir not saying that?
The entire leadership of Iran.
It doesn't matter what you say. What is Asif Munir saying?
Pakistan has offered condolences to all the Iranian leadership. And we stand with our Iranian brothers and sisters because these are war crimes. Israel is responsible for these war crimes. They are bombing schools. They are bombing hospitals. They are
Yes,
bombing
they are. With your
civilians,
help.
and Israel is
With
playing
your
such a dirty
bloody
game
help.
in our region. Israel
Let
is
that be very
bombing
clear.
the oil refineries in Saudi Arabia and blaming Iran for it. It's actually Israel that is attacking
Uzma,
Turkey
just a
right
minute.
now.
Can I have
And
volume
they
be
are
up and Uzma's
blaming
down?
Iran for it.
Uzma, Uzma,
is going to pay
the
for
Minister
all
of
these
Planning,
war crimes.
Development and
The whole
Special
of
Initiatives
the
of the
world
government of
watching.
Pakistan has said
And this is going
that
to
80%
have,
of Pakistan's water sources are today
all over the world.
unsafe
All over
for
the world
consumption.
is going to have repercussions
And
because these are
Pakistan has
war
officially
crimes.
moved from water
Have no
stressed to
right
water
to
scarce.
attack the
The
sovereignty
per capita water availability has fallen below 1,000 cubic meters, which means, Amrat, you don't have enough water. You don't have enough water also.
Sir,
I just want to understand from you. See, look at the situation with your country. You have the Afghans attacking. Okay, you can say you can hold them back for a while. You have an internal security situation in Balochistan. In Gilgit-Baltistan, you have carried out a Shia massacre. And there are loud protests against you. Iran has warned you. Saudi Arabia is saying that you violated the agreement of the Strategic Assistance Treaty, right? And Asif Munir has not been seen in public for a week. Amrat, where is Asif Munir?
Yes, sir,
Amrat, where is Asif
I want to
Munir?
actually answer a few questions if you'll actually allow me.
I would allow you if
want to answer a few
Uzma
questions.
stops
And I've been
shouting
hearing-
for a while.
And I've been actually hearing all everybody's like saying their own, giving their own opinions and stating the facts. I like to actually put in some facts as well. And I totally respect Sir General Bakshi, and I just wanted to highlight something that we've been talking about massacre that has been happening in Pakistan, whereas there are, honestly speaking, there's no such thing as massacre happening. What about the massacre that has been taking against the Muslims in Gujarat? What about that? What about the Hindutva, the entire projection of Hinduism over there, and the Muslims that are actually being killed at the hand of religion? And you're talking about Shiism in Pakistan, whereas there are more than...
But why were 38 Shias killed in POK? Amrat, don't do a whataboutery here. Why were 38 Shias killed? No, 1 minute. Why were 38 Shias killed in POK Skardu?
And then there is... Sir,
Why were 38 Shias killed? Why have you carried out a massacre of Shias? What have Shias done wrong? Ayatollah Khomeini is a Shia leader. If they are protesting or for him, why are you killing the protesters? Same thing happened in Karachi also.
No, sir, no. Sir, no, I'm actually asking, and I actually want to know that we're over here, we're talking about the Shia issue, we're talking about the Afghan issue. What about the issues that are actually pertaining in India? And even if you're talking about
even if you're
talking about the Afghanistan
we have no issues. We have no issues. We are growing very fast economically.
I will answer your question. Sir, I will answer your question. I will answer
You are
your
not,
question.
no?
Just give me 1 minute. Moreover, I actually wanted to ask you one thing, that when you're talking about Afghanistan, you're saying that you're providing them a moral support. Sir, please answer this thing. What about the support that you're giving to BLA? What about the support that you're giving to BLA and for running all of these insurgencies in Afghanistan?
We are giving only moral support to
BLA.
BLA.
Over there? What about...
General Bakshi, I don't know. Are we giving any military support to them? No. We are giving moral support to BLA.
Baluch people are a freedom-loving people, and they have a full, unstinted moral support. Right? India is the largest democracy in the world, and we are sympathetic to democratic aspirations all over. Those people just want to be left alone by your brutal army. The army which carried out genocide in Bangladesh, and Tika Khan then was called the butcher of Balochistan.
Sir, if you really want to sympathize with them,
I hope you remember that sovereign Madam was called the butcher of Balochistan, the butcher of Bangladesh. Right? So don't give us homilies. Don't give us homilies about Gujarat or wherever. Right? You have been carrying out genocidal purges.
Sir, what about the butcher of Gujarat? You didn't answer me that.
Gujarat is, by the way, I'll tell you. Amrat, let me tell you. Gujarat is a very prosperous state. People are very happy. If you go there, the roads, the infrastructure, the per capita income, the level of industrialization, the special economic zones. She ran away now.
Thank you very much.
It is such a wonderful and prosperous state.
Democracy has died.
I go there very regularly, and you know, if you want to see what a developed country would look like, Raja, you need to go to Gujarat, and it'll open your eyes because you are from a backward country. You should experience development.
Jana Bakshi has highlighted an excellent point.
Anyway, what are you going to do with the Afghans?
Excellent.
You tried to arm twist the Afghans. Now look at you.
Yeah, please.
Now look at you. Now look at you. Now look at you. Now look at you.
Now, can you listen?
You are. Well, listen.
Jana Bakshi has highlighted an excellent point, and that was related to how people of Balochistan, they love the freedom. There are people in other worlds as well who are loving the freedom. People from Iran, people from Gaza, people from Palestine, all of them, they love their integrity.
Why doesn't Asif Munir come and support them then? Why is Asif Munir in hiding? Why is Asif Munir in hiding, Shailendra? But where is Asif Munir hiding?
All of these places, people love.
The nation wants to know where is Asif Munir hiding right now. Shailendra can throw that. I just want to know where exactly is Asif Munir hiding. Shailendra, go on, please. We don't have time. Shailendra on the left.
Jana Bakshi, आपको बहुत मुबारक हो.
राजा फैजल, छोटी सी बात सुन तो लो. आपने बोला है ना, I will go by you. I will go by you. I will go by you. I am only trying to tell you that now if you are in support of Iran, where is Munir going to have the lunch and the dinner in
Ladies
White
and
House?
gentlemen, 8:56 p.m. as I take a break. Why on the other side? We have a great international panel with us here in the studio. And the question will be tonight, why is Trump trying to make this look like a religious war? Is it his last card that he's playing as far as Iran is concerned? When I'm back.
For a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
प्यास बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाए जीरा से MTH का जलजीरा जीरा से
जीरा से असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा.